Welcome to the sanctuary for the anxiously attached. I am your host and your friend, Ava, and I am so happy you are here. Before we start, this podcast is sponsored by Healing Anxious Attachment, the workbook, available through the link in the bio. Let's begin. How to practice vulnerability. Vulnerability refers to the state of being exposed or open to emotional, mental, or physical harm or risk. It involves allowing oneself to be open and authentic, revealing one's innermost thoughts and feelings, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky. Vulnerability is often associated with intimacy and connection, as it requires a willingness to be seen and accepted for who one truly is, flaws and all. It is an essential component of building trusting relationships and developing self-awareness and personal growth. Here are 10 assignments on how to practice vulnerability. 1. Write a letter to yourself. Write a letter to yourself in which you express all of your fears, doubts, and vulnerabilities. Be honest with yourself and don't hold back. When you're finished, read the letter to yourself out loud. 2. Practice active listening. Listen carefully to what others are saying and try to understand their perspective. Be open to hearing different points of view and be willing to share your own thoughts and feelings. 3. Share something personal with someone you trust. Reach out to someone you trust and share something personal with them. It could be a fear, a hope, a dream, or anything else that makes you feel vulnerable. 4. Take a risk. Step outside of your comfort zone and do something that scares you. It could be something as simple as trying a new hobby or as big as applying for a new job. 5. Keep a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. Focusing on the positive can help you feel more open and vulnerable. 6. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and don't be too hard on yourself when things don't go as planned. Give yourself permission to make mistakes and learn from them. 7. Embrace imperfection. Nobody is perfect, and it's okay to make mistakes. Embrace your imperfections and learn to love yourself, flaws and all. 8. Practice vulnerability in relationships. Communicate openly and honestly with the people in your life. Be willing to share your thoughts, feelings, and fears with them. 9. Try something new. Try a new activity or hobby that you've always been interested in. Embrace the unknown and be open to the experience. 10. Write a vulnerability manifesto. Write a manifesto in which you declare your commitment to being vulnerable. Share it with others and let it serve as a reminder to yourself to embrace vulnerability in all areas of your life. And for your journal practice, here are 10 journal prompts for practicing vulnerability. 1. What are some situations where I have felt vulnerable? How did I react in those situations? 2. What are some beliefs I hold about vulnerability? Where did these beliefs come from? 3. What are some ways that vulnerability can lead to growth and connection in my life? 4. Think of a recent situation where I felt like I needed to hide my true feelings. How might I have shown more vulnerability in that situation? 5. What are some fears or worries that keep me from being vulnerable with others? How can I work through these fears? 6. Who are some people in my life that I feel safe being vulnerable with? What makes me feel safe with them? 7. Think of a time when someone else showed vulnerability with me. How did that make me feel? How did I respond? 8. How can I practice self-compassion when I feel vulnerable? What are some affirmations or self-talk I can use? 9. What are some healthy boundaries I can set for myself while still being vulnerable with others? 10. What are some small ways I can practice vulnerability each day, such as sharing my thoughts or feelings with someone I trust? Good luck! Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you would like to keep getting tips on how to deal with anxious attachment and keep updated on other relatable content. Thank you and lots of love.